Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, to say thank you. Say, Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are, you're my everything. Say, I call you Zion. Lord, my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. Oh, you're my thing, you know. 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 Yeah. So, oh, yeah. Oh, you're my thing, you know.
Ye fema ye wo London. Ya ji abasobodie bebre. Ne ya redare ewo mransemu. Eye legal services, be to say family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF die, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu beburu mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care, eya abofrahwe mu, awarja ye ho twema mentwe. Ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a, ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe nia ya wo brei mu. Enu nti ne yeto ye mbo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu na osanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje ewo family any matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw kra. Upe advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors die ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas ni appeals. Yen senior partner eye member na wasagina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se taiwachi a wonni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa no nkron pa mu ekosi enumre no nsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm ena memene dan so eye appointment nko free anopa no ndu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Ye wo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sawun 93 Seven Sisters Underground nso a eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu san ye barrister ya gina tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member ena wasan gina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advise local authorities, official solicitors office ni solicitors bebre efa Ghanaian law ho yi na osan yo bi a otai kasa ewo radio any TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services, including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF Solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground.
Timothy and so I was tuning and now so say Rainbow Radio Yaya absent so and now so say DAB and digital audio broadcasts with Timothy and I was so and now Alexa Okasasha Alexa and I pay say Alexa, I want to listen to Rainbow Radio UK and I pay over 10 ka. Sanya no yawoda and a papiano. BWF Solicitors at the clients I will doing so. Lawyer Eunice Ayakwado say Obemayan updates na which retire in Kakra with regards to the immigration laws of this London. Na Oyunsua wafawo questions as in the woman no ubetini afraid na what they are to many no so wama no na mema lawyer Eunice akwaba aba fidie so anape. Lawyer Eunice, good morning.
Major so answering patron what to say.
Adam or the chain, you can't ask for one day na asidana ya debe my rade and I pay. Na BWF for horns to say.
Yamia don't patch ubia hoye. And I hope say one family na musumu here.
Yen na ya hoye. So Becca last year, ye shre ye back, we suffer back one waha. Reverend Kofi Fajenfi.
Yes.
Okaya a COVID muhono. Yeah, sure no. 21st May a big ebusianfo or your name ma tenase. I in funeral celebration with Broadwater Farm Community Center. Enti obi bia onim Reverend Kufa no ba ha Sunday and a pub program. Yenim say ya made in a cry ACA. Enti me patrol beja ebusianfo beja rainbow for na yen fa final farewell and farmer Reverend Kofa Jensi ya men fa ne kwansi 21st May next month 18 BWF for you invite him
that's the patch address also
yen say bye bye yen say bye bye to Reverend Kofa. He was such a good man.
Oh, now maybe address numpo Broadwater
Farm Community Center. Adams Road, London N17 6HE. Minister Broadwater Community Center very popular. Yes. Dress code near black and red. Okay. And at time near 6 p.m. on baby 12 a.m.
Okay.
NT. Oba Kunafo Madam Yvonne Jamesy. NT. Answer na baby program made contact details in better to one sana if we have apple and now watching say bebre na esi enti no measure say update e wo ho no wode be ma ye na ye na che say ye de niaka no so ahihye so
yeah that's bebre answer read me chia ye tiefo ene nkofo a omo ehwe yen whether listening on Rainbow Radio and also more sharing on Facebook.
Me patcho increase the volume ne kakwa ma me wa me.
Okay. Patcho ote.
Me patcho. Me but na it was a bit faint and get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Inti me share for nina any nkofo mo share either whether on Facebook or YouTube and as I'm say on Rainbow Radio so me chiamu nina me dayamia se and then they mabeka yensa I'm hoping and praying semuni na muhoye. I know say Auntie Irene did details at all for Reverend Kofa I know he was a very, very close, should I say, mentor to my husband as well. And see, for all the years that my husband has been in the UK, he's known him, and I think he's such a humble and delightful man to be around, and he always shared God's word passionately. It's say Auntie Irene Akano, within 1 year on the 21st of May, everybody could share with Broadwater Farm now at least good farewell, and then also share ne bushna for anything. In regards to your updates, saying Auntie Irene Eka Devia Bibisisa, but not necessarily new in this instance, because I think over the past few weeks, and I said this month, we've had changes in fees and a few changes in terms of the law as well, which came into effect from the 6th of April this month. Into a lot of the changes has to do with changes now muka say omode eba in terms of nkolano ebiawawo baby of chrome ha akolano with me abedi 7. In that instance, over to me actually say akolano ewo chrome ha when you're in a private life ewo chrome ha, and over to me I indefinite leave to remain application ama sa akolano. In terms of nkola ebia omo I spend half of my life ewo chrome ha until they are between the ages of 18 to 25. Na omo aye omo 2.5 year leave based on omo private life. Omo aye 2.5 no atwaso for 5-year period. Omo to sa no so omo the immigration rules no ashe ho say omo so sa ebetumi aye application for indefinite leave to remain. And then also ewo, and then there are changes in terms of your fees. Your fees no so SSI on the 6th of April. Into your fees no say overshare. Most of the application fees have increased by £15. Into say 2.5 na share say over to me your fees na for £15 eka ho. Into said not before £1,052 necessary almost £15 way abeka ho de na £1,067.20 into na odi sa sika no so atwa so. Thankfully no almost increase immigration health surcharge, which is already £1,560 for adults, so 2.5 now. Into the same £640 a year for an adult, and then £470 for a child. Into I don't know that's so the same price. Naturalization application both for adults and in Kolano, more answers fees no that's so the same £1,333 and £1,012 for in Kolano. Into I know dear that's so the same. I know that Nkofo are looking forward to the fact that fees no for Nkolano will change, because Nkola dear 1,012 dear is a bit much, but almost answers are no into that so 1,012 na. And so person we register Nkolano as British Apache, the fees no is the same as before. And I know that in terms of Nkofa bisa in terms of delays, because like I said, the BB atum, the application be atum, applications na the atum ebi te she da so air train ebi ebi super priority service still na te she, because usually you said super priority service within 24 hours, and they have somewhat apologize, say it's taking them longer. Sometimes over your application no priority service no crampo because of the fact say almost say they've had to take some of our more case workers not to work on the Ukraine applications are ever through, because there are quite a number of people are almost Ukraine applications are almost omo be join omo family members e wo krom ha nti and also Sano has taken a lot of case workers from their usual work routine nti and also sa e wo ho a omo ka say ama delays no aye tenten kakra and if for any reason or the other over 6 months and I say 1 year still now won't say share definitely make a complaint on the complaints hub on .gov.uk for Home Office for no and I say so we were lawyer or to me I pre-action protocol letter to see what's going on. Usually I've realized that so we a complaint at least it goes straight to the caseworker and see within a few weeks they come back and then they are able to either say someone here further evidence and I say be make a decision into try the complaints hub on the .gov.uk website and I say lawyers so I'll move it to me I try letter before claim and so into yes you can try as many avenues as possible minimum try MPs and so into so MP now for say ubisa MPs on wow in that area over to me for that request. And then lastly but not least, in terms of EA national, since he say what it will feel a application amano into either you made the application before 31st December 2020 for an extended family member and as a application Emma family member, close family member under the EA family permit route. Now, still now, train employer and I say almost refuse there, almost ama decision to allow that appeal there under our current immigration rules. Sending almost concession no, almost bema EU settlement scheme family permits instead of EA family permits. Into say train for them to issue now ebia unya employer emfa whether they have issued and I say whether they would need the passport there is that concession and I said the concession has been made law into they will definitely issue them with EUSS family permits room for that 6-month period now of course omo join na why pre-settled status no ama omonso. Into answering that is just a few things in terms of updates. Yes.
Okay. Any ebusham for masumwa your client you ha want ya say e realize na utimi fair na ojin chiremu ana utimi fair BWF Solicitors office ho na lawyers bebre ewo ho. It's a big firm. Omobema wo enya no. Enti say you be moving on to near lawyer Eunice ewo mayen ene near obe church yen ama you efa immigration rules and laws for her wiki be almost one subjects na omo church enti no if I show minim say bi mo tropa because they be my pocket lawyers enti why ready jene nwen waso na tie education kakra lawyer Eunice anapay what they my lawyer Eunice over to you.
That's very great. Answering where your topic is to do with conform person naturalize into ebia omo settlements and as omo indefinite leave to remain and now omo permanent residence chrome ha omo per se omo naturalize as a British citizen. Usually, baby him say, oh, say me am a settlement made to me ISR naturalization application. Ebim so him say na me difo na say na me am in krata e wo krom ha no na me nibi ana say me bewre mu a me ni krata enti eno no sa no e bia ti say me 10 years ansa na me to me enya me should I say eligibility to apply for British citizenship. And no no say ebia yeka say obi is eligible to apply for naturalization. Yeka say sa nipa no onye krom heni into he or she is making an application. Home Office no able to me ama no star privilege as a British citizen. Into sa application we so we share your British Nationality Act, specifically we share Section 6. It talks about conform person or naturalize it. Into first of all, no, it is a discretion which Secretary of State edema conform yes applications way. Into first and foremost, no, or say or full capacity into obia ABR or person or yes application way. You have to at least show say or full capacity into why drain bibia edemu kama into bibia ni hwa obetumi I ya can say when you obia who is unstable mentally and I say untumi any application way on your own into you have that capacity to be able to understand and make this application. And then they are looking to see, say, you're an adult, and see, over the age of 18. And see, most of the time, say, we usually say it's an application for naturalization for adults, whereas under 18 no, are referred to as minors. And see, application to naturalize, no, usually in himself, so over the age of 18. Now, you share Section 6, Schedule 1 of the British Nationality Act 1981. So it gives more requirements in terms of the Nipano. You have the fact that Sanipano should be able to show, say, they have good character. And see, good character, no, the fact say, Uba Krum Hano, Ude Ngata Papa, and I debaye. Say over her as an illegal immigrant, and I say wabe overstay ewo krom her and say be would visit and students and I say any other visa and a room and a visa ewu ya 1 year hoshe and I would na krom her we overstay and say ebia obemu na onishe and I say oba ya na wo bibi but abewu and I went to me and yeshe sa nipa we no your friend they say you have not shown good character. And say a banner say or application now. Usually that person will have to show say with me meets policy guidance requirements no. And say any emblem as the British Nationality Act name, but share Home Office policy guidance in regards to good character requirements now. So we application way now. Say we differ no, very refuse so unless you can show say 10 years have passed from the time ube known to Home Office for no, and say bia ube ya krata no yedema 2002 honom no ena ugusua oye krata na until the time you applied for indefinite leave to remain, and say they see it as okay, you say that 10-year period no aba into you to me ama sa British naturalization certificate. And in regards to nkofo abia omoye overstayers and answer omoye illegal entrance no, either say oye obia wabenya will settle status to a family member and answer Wabenya will settle status through the fact say ebia waye obia or your private individual, and so based on private life no wabenya will krata and no no those are the people that usually may have had to apply for 2.5 on the 10-year route and now say 5-year route ansana to me aye application for indefinite leave to remain. In the San Crawford way, no, say, omu application, no, based on almost private life or based on family life with either a kunu anayere and asa akola, those people would usually be able to say, okay, from this time onwards, na minim say minya me nkrata nti me pese me yes application way. And asa uye family member of an EA national, and asa one kasa no uye EA national. Nti uba akrom ha based on your previous EA regulations, no, now you're a qualified person. Either say now we are juma and now say we are self-employed, and now say we are students with comprehensive sickness insurance, and now say self-sufficient person. Into sa qualifications way at least the unim say now would say chrome ha and you met those criteria now, then you can say mitna a chrome ha na me am a permanent residence, me application for permanent residence card need be into I can show me permanent residence and no sano at least you say na uye obia oye legal na say from the time I obey a family member of that EA national no obey obia under your regulations no you deem me as somebody who has the right to reside in the UK. Into say we a family member of an EA national na ebia ware is that EA national no obetna chrome ha from the time you name so obetna chrome ha with that EA national as your family member no be counted 10 years no from that time no and now crampo say ebia ode would genuine husband and I say wife and edeba a chrome ha and ebia in some see ya mujaye into no more I can so leave for one reason or the other. Into because of the breakup in the relationship na as a share quite for so over to me application no. From the time ebia we start to say unya will nkrata based on another family member and I say on a different route no. They will look from that point onwards, say, oda so ewo sa leave to remain, ewo chrome hano, na omo accounted 10 years from that time onwards to be able to say, meet sa 10-year period, no, and say, over to me, aye application for naturalization. Of course, not forgetting, say, there's the life in the UK test. There's the English language test that say in 4 years. Say almost an yes test. No, whilst they were making their application for indefinite leave to remain, which I know say most people under the EU regulation and I say almost a application under the EU settlement scheme. No, almost an yes English language test and I say almost an yes life in the UK test. Since the San no. Say but say as part of indefinite leave to remain application na share life in the UK expired there over to me you see that same life in the UK test and you can use the English language as well to show say na wo indefinite in see and also sa no share na enkase umiti sa requirements no. When it comes to your holiday period, and I say period that we are absent from the UK, or be a all years application, no, usually almost say signing panel able to me actually say now within the 5-year period before over year application, no, now on free Chrome ha for more than 450 days. 450 days is roughly over 2-year period. If you consider 450 days, or I say the context in which you put it in months, I would say is just roughly over a year in that context. Now, share what you were doing in terms of the 5-year period that you were working. Maybe you were working, maybe you were a student, maybe you were doing something which was beneficial. Instead of oh yeah, Juma, they would ask, were you working, or put your employer's details on the form, or if you were a student, can you provide your educational institution on the form. And so these are some of the things that they may request on the form. And also within that 12-month period now, ABR or person application, they are going to request that at least you can show say that there was no restriction into obia ABR or your application on Wankasa no, he will have to show, and as she will have to show say within that 12-month period answer over your application for naturalization now there was no restriction into now or indefinite leave where there was no restriction on the immigration status. And also within that same 12 months now there was no absence for more than 90 days. And so that absence period is either, let's say, roughly 3 months time, and I say 3-month period, you were not absent from the UK. And so it's over to me actually in your way there, then they will go ahead and then use omo discretion, omo pay, and omo debeshe it to me amousa grant of citizenship. Usually I know say when it comes to deciding when exactly is the right time to make the application now, there are people who think say API, I have previous immigration history which is maybe bad. API maybe no na me use a dim way and nyamiadrum mabeya nkrata ewo krom ha ebe hamiana, and I say when I came into the UK, and I said when I was in the UK na nyama enye inti obi nyama and I'm used this answer na mebenya asitna ewo krom ha ebe hamiana. On the form, usually they will ask all these questions to disclose whether you used another name and answer applications that 1 year since you entered the UK or whilst you were outside of the UK. And so they ask all of these questions on the form. If you disclose it and you answer as truthfully as possible now, then there should be no issues. I don't think say oh you see a dimfuphobia, then they will say oh because now we say dimfuphobia edi ejuma na say na o de ye nkrata nti we de ye mfama. It's not strictly so in say bibisa no say omo say ampa sani pakro we e used to den we or san used to den we or beba UK krom ha na ABA or apply for visit visa yamfama no, or apply for student visa yamfama no, or your application as a spouse no and I demand no. Sayama we ni no, bisa on the form say why your previous applications be there, and then you state it all in the form, and that will not in any way prevent them from saying de ebemao. At least say wait to me I stress a 10-year period from the time ubenya asitna papa ewo krom ha with its name musa up to the time when you indefinite, and then you can show say ebia me remu me the spousal visa ne remu me 5 years aso me dey indefinite. As a spouse no say we share section 6(2). Usually they say so wait to me I share 3-year qualifying period over to me application. In this current era of our immigration rules, usually we are here and as a you have to apply for 2.5 no for a 5-year period. Answer now over to me application for indefinite leave to remain if you meet the requirements. So when we meet the requirements, no they are almost over to 10-year routes no so. But if you do meet the requirements as a spouse, after a 5-year period, over to me, indefinite leave to remain. And no sano na say immediately once you have the indefinite leave to remain, and it's over train 12-month period because we are a year and I say a knu of a British citizen and say so over so we application no for naturalization straight away because you meet the other requirements, NDA, ubetumi aye application no for naturalization. So ubaye no na uni nkrata anase na ubaye wabeye overstay no. So ubetumi share from the time ubenya nkrata etwa so sa to your indefinite no 10 years aba na o say because we meet the other requirements na mabobo so no based on your British Nationality Act there, then and also sign on so over to me a application. No, I know that sometimes when it comes to EA nationals, the requirements in terms of policy guidance no is a bit different for Nkofwa or ISA EU settlement scheme. In see ABA why EU settlement scheme or a grant so either settled status and I say indefinite leave to remain. So nipa we are almost granting a settled status and I say indefinite leave to remain. No, they are watching to see that this person somebody that met requirements no under your EA regulation 2016 and because fortunately or unfortunately, once you are granted settled status, and also once you are granted indefinite leave to remain under your EU settlement scheme, no, it doesn't show lawful residence, and they usually state that on the status confirmation letter. It's the way that the Home Office are able to then consider, say, obi awaya EU settlement scheme way no, whether they were legally resident in the UK is first by looking to see if Sanipano already has permanent residence ever kromha. Say nipa krono ever chumi actually say or permanent residence card and I say sa blue card nibi those are the ones that EA nationals ewo because almost any biometrics in see so we EA national now or sa blue card say or permanent residence and I said we a family member of an EA national now or permanent residence card and no ebe to me actually say now or UK Chrome ha for that continuous period of 5 years based on the fact say na EA national no eye juma and I say na EA national no eye self-sufficient person or comprehensive sickness insurance and I say that EA national no you're self-employed and I'll take Chrome her. And I say, son, EA national, no, you're student with comprehensive sickness insurance. So, over to me, actually say, we are EA national, na, requirements under your EA regulation 2016, no, then they can go ahead and say, okay, what said now, world, lawful residence, ever Chrome her. For that 5-year period, in say able to me a grant so your family members so you should also be able to meet the requirements under the EA regulations in say na your family member no na wo EA national family member was also a qualified person and also one family member no at Nakrom have for that period so your dependents so you have to show say na EA national no you were dependent on them for that 5-year period in see year application or for the permanent residence card and as a way to me actual evidence of the fact say even though when you EU settlement card and I say EU indefinite leave to remain no you still were able to meet the requirements under the EA regulations na almost in Ashe and no ede amount. I know that when it comes to family members and I say EA nationals, the requirements will go back to the way it was before the EU settlement scheme no and I say before it came into force. For those of you who do not have permanent residence card and I say Nkrofa omuni sa permanent residence blue card no so EU settlement indefinite leave to remain they will still need those other documentations to show say na we obia what's can I say criteria, either employed, self-employed, student, self-sufficient person with comprehensive sickness insurance, to be able to show, say, now Oti Chrome have for that 5 years continuous period.
Eunice, me fashion o kasa n'atiko. Nti yense won ka. Nti ma yen check wo microphone no wo ho ma yen. Yes,
Pachote.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. It's now major said when an EA national and I an EA national family member no, it to me actually say even though I almost EU settled status and I say EU SS indefinite leave to remain no, they will still have met the regulation 2016 requirements no. Na almost it to me actually says no, they would still continue to be a qualified person, and I said they were a qualified person by the time you had the indefinite leave no at the no. And see if they are able to meet the criteria under EU regulations there, then they would go on and issue signing panel with the certificate of naturalization. And see, just to briefly summarize their marketing nano. Say, percent we application for naturalization. Now, ebia wode wonkrata ebaye as obia oye students and I say obia oye spouse and I say obia oye worker crampo na 5 years as soon you are making the application for indefinite leave to remain. So we a spouse you can make the application for naturalization straight away. So we non-spouse and I say obia and now one kasa who and now the application now then you have to show say you were here for a 5-year period and you have had indefinite leave to remain for at least 12 months. In see sa nimpano say or your application now on him say on dana kwemu but obia one bet snack chrome ha with enkrata and I say obia enkrata no ebe wu wo chrome ha dear. Na say or counted 10 years from the time Home Office ebe who say wherever you enkrata e will chrome ha. Until from that time onwards, then they can make the application. Into major ewahana answer to me after phone calls. My name is for Afre.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. And Eunice, good morning.
Good morning.
But my question to you is first one, me wakora okunya 7 years. That 7 years me so no ka say which match indefinite leave amakora no. But the indefinite leave amakora na some ben you which match krom book na mano.
Okay, into akolani did 7 now your application for indefinite leave to remain amano. When it comes to the British Nationality Act, first of all, no, for Nkolano, they usually say Akolano, ebe to me actually say, was spending 10 years of their life, the first 10 years of their life, ebe chrome ha, or Akolano be to me a application for registration as a British national. I know your section 1(4) of your British Nationality Act. Now we share section 3 of your Nationality Act. It is a discretion on the Home Office and I said the Secretary of State in say akola say or your application and the child can show say ebia or your Home Office and I said Secretary of State no almost share no use to almost pay na almost mano sa nationality. Omo guidance na omo guidance is looking specifically at the ties sa kolano ewo krom ha and whether this child is showing say obey UK no krom and as a permanent home. Into when making the application under Section 3.1, no, usually it's a colony 7 and answer 8 and answer 9. It is a discretion Home Office for no they will look at the ties or chrome ha abia or enuanoma or either British and answer or abia nibi wo mami and answer papa no afi na wo so wenya with 2.5 into wo person Home Office no ehwe. I know that there's a criteria under their policy to say either one parent is settled and answer their siblings or other family members are British, but it is a discretion that they have. Into say akolani D7 now we are indefinite now per se or try say we application no amasa akolano so we to me I application no amano. Pacho
Bema. Claire.
Yo.
Why Claire with it?
Akorani ya wo me ha. Ya wa akorani no krum ha. Bra ya wo no na menyenya masetwa entina akwara no yentimi anye bibia ma no ni sa akwara nya 7 years no ye indefinite ni mana so onya 10 years plus ni bit magic krom ha de na mana na.
Into that's one option, and then the second option is the one that I said was Home Office nipe. Into say bia we yan indefinite na o che Home Office ni say akole we yan indefinite e wo krom ha bia ne mama ne papa e wo 2.5 ne nuanom nyina so e wo live to remain e wo chrome ha akole onko bebia ne chrome ene UK chrome ha in see Home Office no omo hwe and omo ma no sa registration as a there be with naturalization applications there's no fee waiver ube to see our fees.
So, but your number 2, Miss say.
Me passion go ahead.
The number 2, say. Me ankasa me dey no me say me wo settled status for her. As I say me hear English any life in UK and san me my naturalization na. Me former EU family member.
Into na me can from the education na me man say oh yeah EA national family member na minim say EA nationals any of family members omo ye English language test omo ye life in the UK test and so na omo ye omo settled status, but for the purposes of naturalization no say oh yeah san life in the UK any English language into English language level B1 any life in the UK no ubenya at least you have to show say you are between the ages of 18 to 65. So when you're over the age of 65 then you will not need to do the life in the UK test and I say English no.
Ibra, sure what's here?
Yo Matias.
What's here pa? No. You better watch it. Ah, that's so afraid. Yo, second caller, line 2.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I'm Pacho. Your first sign up for free.
Pacho, your family. Yeah, we can see Manchester.
Okay, I'm Pacho. Eunice, I asked not to you.
Eunice, good morning.
Good morning.
The mediation say Makonta or 63 nana life in the UK English test. Nana Madika to say it's not coming be Sakana Eunice day every 20 no. Mami Pacho na 65 na. I don't know naturalization, you know, obekwa kwa any street say obe apply in street and have a conversion Pacho unya 65 na obe timafa.
Enti na me catch other caller ne say when you're 65 na when you life in the UK test and I say who here say over English language test any life in the UK test no. Into those people are exempt. Sana omo akano. Into say who drew 65 na went to me and year life in the UK and I say went to me and year English language test na. You have to meet the other requirements. You have to show say we will be all capacity, we are mentally stable, we will be umbu imbrano, so you have lived here lawfully, you have also the good character requirements, no more no, you haven't been absent from the UK for more than 450 days or 90 days within the last 12 months. And so they will have to meet all the other requirements, but who here say life in the UK test and I say English language test. No.
Now, lawyer Pachu, na no forms on a best no. And no, I ever was one as any more boss no requirements.
Yeah, and see. Okay, and so now make us say, we share online form now. Online form no will ask you for details, with basic details, with date of birth, will be out free, will be sell for the fact say, oh yeah, we meet life in the UK test, and as well the English language test, we exempt so then you click the option say we are exempt. And see they will ask you all of these questions within the online application form. So we'll fill it in the form properly. It will then let you complete it by making payment. And see, as long as you are able to complete the form fully, you can submit it by making payment.
Now, my second question is, why your life in the UK, no? And why English, English test. Now, who can apply for your naturalization, omoji o passport na if you have Ghana passport, or Mejiakwe. And as they say, and I'm saying, omoji be able electronic card, or more passport on town.
Into usually with every application at Obeya Chrome hand, you have to do a biometrics. Into biometrics, no, usually they will take your fingerprints and do a photograph, but they need your ID. Into biometrics now, they will ask for your ID to be uploaded. Into they will ask you to present a valid form of ID at least. And who say this is your nationality, or this is your identification within the say, with date of birth, ASA. And so they need that form of ID to be able to then move forward. And see, if it's not a passport now or national identification card, then they would go by national identification card. But all passports there, then they will go by the passport.
Lawyer Pacho, the Emma Migusa say, also me were permanent residence card, valid. And my passport to after 2 months now. Now Ghana, just say almost stressing the palma, almost my way Ghana the could be around. You have fought fingerprint that for with you still. You see, who said the renew a sad brand and sound for you. Open date crowns on saying. I can already know Yadika for the idea coming to Tina. Mamma who say, maybe I may proceed, may apply naturalization. Now, me could have me indefinite ID, making me the noise without saying requesting a passport. It's not one of them who say, I did not have life in the UK, and on a medical English test. Nana me if you are making me the noise. With that Ghana passport, to send me a British passport from the patrol.
Okay, and so usually on the form, they will ask you for a valid form of ID, and the form is such that it is very tricky. So, all the dates in shareholder and your future data, then it will not allow you to progress unless you put a future date in that section, and that's the online form. If you had an expired passport and it was a paper form, it would easily allow you to go on because it's a paper form. But with this one, the options they give you is either say, Nipano or valid passport. And I said they will ask if the passport is with the Home Office. And I said they will ask if you don't have one, the reason why you don't have a valid form of ID. And so these are the questions that they will put to you if went to me and say or passport no valid. Why is it that it's not valid? And if you've made an application, for instance, at Ghana High Commission, now almost say because of delays into your passports no, our appointment in 2 months' time, then obviously during your application you're going to present it as why your passport application, but unfortunately no, to me and from my own until such and such time. It's just the online system that doesn't allow you to progress in terms of the passport, and I say ID na all the details no ever share. If you can provide a valid reason there, then you can go ahead and then complete the application.
Lawyer, no. Okay, send me funny sir, because now my question, I had I had two choices. I mean, because with that, me resident card and a movie, independent in a movie, and also ID. Make me the no quiet. With that, said Ghana passport, no, and count one. Make me a presentation on one. I want to know get the new.
On the application form, online application form now, biometric card no is not a form of ID. Internamica says either your passport or your national identification card. When you are going through the questions, do you have a valid form of ID, and that's a passport. Passport and not details, and then they will expect a future date. So then they will ask you the reason why you don't have one. And that's what national identification card at Ibisau. Biometric information there Ibisau, but not as part of your ID.
Okay, and I feel answer more than 1 moment. Yeah. That's Ghana passport.
Okay.
I mean, we your passport in a class, she stated, now one san kind, now we'll prove to be why a passport now. You can give that to them. What I say as a proof. And go ahead and apply. Now do now on san kind, I give them the proof of you applying for the passport, and I believe you'll be fine. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's the good. Thank you. Yo, line 2, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah,
also.
Actually, my question emergency by fire immigration. Lawyer Eunice, good morning.
Good morning.
More be or already need to be called drink driving. And Omar Coco Tama and Thomas season, he can't drive for 2 years or so. I know they were one of friend into me quite for her elected on my friend for the insurance company. Almost said in the panel didn't car the car was a station car, which there was nobody in the car, fortunately. And conforming person who make a claim against mini panel. On sign letter be on the brand and Brananka or more insurance company. And conquer negotiation on his behalf. And I'm saying, so Nipan, we're sure they are supposed to or no car because of drink driving, more man, they are. Thank I said, you be a better in there. Maybe say, Mona, I saw more but yeah, from almost one time we now they don't know how much the people are going, they claim they are going to make against the Islam. It's okay. My friend, my advice is say, I advise about to on-time common insurance because almost years supposed to be a better more insurance and or a here. It's me advice say advice about say or best time we now farm for representing and I said only for the people to make the claim on me.
Okay, in terms of insurance claims, usually I know say when you're a driver and when you're accident and I say all the car crampo kopemobia only the car no there's damages involved in terms of that person's property. You would have to at least have that as part of your insurance. Into say nipa chrono car na or the cowboy say let's say nipa chrono ne car no na dent kakra na say kopai ne windscreen kakra na say kopai ne mirror kakra. That is some form of damage and she will be liable for that damage. Instead, I think the best way forward will be for her to seek legal advice in terms of someone bringing a claim against her for hitting that person's car. Now, on call forward and say, okay, if this is the claim this person wants to make, my insurance company, what can you do for me? She can have that conversation with the insurance company as well.
Me, I mean, call home, I mean, almost many friend, because no, I traumatized, you know. Me, yeah, and I mean, and then what is the insurance for? Because one, most of on the car because of drink driving, more compensating, okay. Now, third party, I didn't see a full comprehensive. You know, what is the claim against him? Say, okay, almost say amount so almost they don't know. And I'm saying, I say me there, you know, main person can be near here and say no was saying because only panel. But me for is to no much for me stress. Drink driving, you know, yeah, the ano na kana a bit too being unipa and yeah, a can a woman and yeah, catch it to a mestre. O could be now be cono protect extra a coffee. And you know, that I cannot manage
Yeah.
and
Seek legal advice. Na omo mujele with insurance again. Omo mwamuna. Mo sorting me out. Why? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yo. Say phone line say na my fan to the kwana ko for starting some of it. Line 2, hold on. Why? No, obi a ne san kwana man. Oye new no. Ono nso entimi emfe. Phone number say did juma na 0208 133 4646. 0208 133 4646. Yo, good morning.
Good morning.
Many about to say.
Yes, good morning. If I saw me who you now swear.
Adam, Adia Chay.
You did a young man so who you mobona. What do mean any one? If I saw we you have to send to sell lawyer Eunice. Lawyer Eunice, if I saw na, if person me who say, oh, yet, who the what they call home office na, we you complain, say, I check. Than time our more the na now we email complaint at homeoffice.gov.uk now. Do you not receive any message to say that the message has been received? Because that's a message on the 13th. As of now, you say your complaint has not been addressed. Email no say the call, you know, it shows from our end and say the email is sent and see sent Ebianka, you bring automatic email bit to say, or my receiving any BBS, and you my first question. And I'm a part of you pay attention to there's an incident in Ghana, and what's in Yamia Doma, August Meko. Now, me person who say, Andrew Honor, not Mizekano, or Mumma, essentially, married, maybe, and I'm a year, your friend is saying, super priority. Minya na Andrew Horner minya. How can I get my visa life? May then met me ama oma iron into me quite ye. Into no advice say time bay meko August into time ben a me ebia the mission I mean sometime I mean far a year post and be emailing or more and a wine I mean far emailing no. And then my second question.
Okay.
Mrs. Person in this one. Obey any PhD 4 years ago, only couldn't buy and I couldn't be a PhD no. Now the same as Samumu yet honestly PhD. By the time no name Bano one more had year, but almost 20 so far almost 25 years will come. By the time obey any PhD and then Colana 8 years will come her. Into now because is there a way obey to me and ya assistant ama nkwalana na omu bibi on online test nkwalana tina more than omu fia omadia automatic no utimi apply no peso omu se no ye nkwala ye wo omu wa ha ana ono ne mba na odi omu ba ye no obetumi aye bia ma omu ana because almost all of them no ya edri ka age na omatina ha more than omu fia omadi me patro me questions me enten
Patro. Okay, my main kind with what sister there no. And say what sister mbano. Say omo ba ha obviously also already about 8 years ever chrome her and they were under the age of 18. And so let's say bia na baako di 4 na baako nso di 8 na omo de ba krom ha na yeah kase omo ye dependence of students. Inti I know say with students no they can't make an application for indefinite until almost 10 years ebeson. But say ye share nkola na ye share ye immigration rules under your private life. Inti nkola omo private life ewo krom ha. Say akola no edi under 18 na obetumi achre say watna krom ha for more than a 7-year period. Inti ebi akola na we do 4 no watna ha o ka say more than 7 years because already 8 years e wo krom ha sa akola no so wetumi achre say UK krom ha abaye no krom wa build ties, social ties, cultural ties e wo UK krom ha dia and wetumi achre say ono ankasa akola no wa form private life e wo UK krom ha inse no say or said the private life I will come had ya and there almost no start 2.5 no under the private life route. Usually I would have said say after 10 years on the private life route then they'll grant them indefinite leave to remain, but at least after 5 years on that private life route no they can apply for indefinite leave to remain under your new immigration rules. Say a kola ye wonu okrom ha dia then that would have been different, but because a kola yang wonu okrom ha dia then they would grant that child 2.5 years. Omo granting the 2.5 twice so 5 years then that child can later on apply for indefinite leave to remain. I know say with students no after a 10-year period, that's when they will be able to show, should I say, eligibility to apply for indefinite leave to remain. But say, almost any 2.5 no for Kolana, they can rely on the child to then make application if their student visa expires. Yeah.
Oh.
And second question, no, now visa say, oh, application. But we are no super priority and still now no into what can you do?
Spouse extension, maybe spouse visa extension.
Okay.
Still I mean decision. Na me bisa say how quick and I mean a friend thing. Visa not like me kwa Ghana ye.
Okay.
Na me in August. Na me person who say time ben I suggest to say up to that time me decision still me ebi ame send the poster na bibi sa momu hu say me nya aye already na me the complain but home office do ma me nya receipt bia to show say ebi ayensa ka na ye wo case ni so na bibi ntina me person hu say no so normal na.
Okay, so in terms of the super priority service, it's not normal because of the fact say I know say it's a 24-hour service, but saying this, I know that the Home Office have also said, say, Ukraine applications is also something that has become a priority into a lot of their caseworkers and almost staff is now heavily concentrated on that. Into so why your complaints now still now no, and in terms of your complaints now we can say when your response. So what the email because I know say you can fill in a complaints form online. And say your complaints form not online now. Or the contact details and most of the time our advisor would email they would definitely send an email to say that we have received your complaints, blah blah blah. We should respond within 40 days and let you know what is going on. And so they would definitely
send the email straight. Yeah.
Okay, so usually if it's just an email to them, they may sometimes send an automated message. But I think say you can try the online complaints form. That one will just send you one straight away. And see, once you have done the complaints on OMO websites, which is the .gov.uk website, then they will send you an automated email, because all the contact detail, which is your email address, Asheho, and they should be able to get back to you in terms of application. So what you are super priority service, then they will definitely have to refund that money, because when you are service, definitely I'm sure say so almost make a decision now, almost be refunded super priority payments amount.
Okay. Me pacho mate. Me pacho na what's the DNA? Do you advise me if I'm to say and I'm in train since there's a bit of time?
Oh, once you make the complaint, then they should act on it quickly, because I don't think say the poster will be able to go through the complaint system on website and so. And so you will write that in the complaint, say, oh yeah, call, and they still haven't made a decision, even though you paid for a super priority service, and you want them to urgently make a decision as you have a funeral to attend abroad. And so you can write that within the complaint.
Okay. Yo,
yes, yeah, that's it. Yo, line 2, good morning.
Good morning.
At the same.
Yes, I don't know. I'm also
yeah, line is here.
My question is, member me say, oh, we a family member, and when you indefinite into put settlement. Now, a be a 1% will be natural, 1% will be naturalize. Yeah, say it drew 10 years now because card national is so renew card, It drew 10 years, now we renew card now. A dear documents, and I will be used as support.
Into card is just a renewal of your biometrics. Into no, it is just making an application for a new card. You just need your old card, and then usually once you are able to present your old card, that should be enough for them to then go ahead with your passport. Into passport and your old card now on way to me. Renewal of the biometric card, amount.
And you know the only visa for any beer, never to say beer, ni pakura ujina so inya o krata ni man. They are not going there.
They don't need to go there.
Obi.
Yeah, because it's already on the system. No say unya will indefinitely leave to remain based on so and so. And to say biometric card renewal, just the biometric card renewal there, then they are just going to look for you to present them with the old card and your passport, and then they will go ahead and issue you. Unless, for instance, you are saying, say, if you are way to kind and acquire what sacrum, then they would need evidence to show, say, you haven't been in that country for more than 2 years. Because a criminal for 2 years or more, then automatically your indefinite leave to remain would have been cancelled previously under your old rules. Now they say 5 years. So EU settlement scheme now say na indefinite leave now for 5 years, then it's automatically cancelled because you were in that country for a period of 5 years. As long as you are showing say you have your valid ID, you are just renewing your biometric, that should be about it. I know say they always ask for current proof of address. With your current proof of address, they say, letter na bank statement via na what presenting no.
So please, what's the name of the form? Is it just type in renewal of biometric card or something of that sort?
And so woko.gov.uk website also, and then you type in BRP cards. There are a list of options. So it will ask you, is it to renew your biometric card? It will ask you, is it to change the details on your biometric card? And so there are a list of options, and then you choose the option that is relevant to you.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my next question is, if you have been refused before, during your processing of your application, you have been refused before, and you want to apply for
refused as what? What application were you
You've done an
making that you got
application.
refused?
You did an application and you were refused.
As what?
But later
Now when you're
on,
doing application, are you refusing?
you were doing your
Okay.
rights. And you are an EE non-family member, and you were doing retain rights.
Okay.
And then they refused you. But later on, you won the when you went for the appeal. You won it. Yeah, you won it, and then you got your settlement. But your card got lost, and then when you applied it, they were treating it as if you were applying for a fresh application. So when you went for your appeal, you won, and then your card got lost, and then you apply for a replacement card. But they treated it as a fresh application, asking you to bring your partner's document, blah, 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 blah. But finally, somebody handled it, and then you were given your card. So in this case, if you are going to apply for naturalization to get your British citizenship, are you going to be refused?
No.
Because I've learned that if you have ever been refused, when you do such things, you might be refused.
No, not necessarily. So what I was explaining during the beginning of the show, it's a topic now, for endeno. I was saying that if for one reason or the other, maybe you came and you overstayed, or when you were here, you didn't have the right documentation. So what happened was you were now able to get your leave to remain, or you were now able to have your right to reside in the UK, maybe through an EA national. And so because of that, your status was now okay, and you have waited for that 10-year period since you were given that right of residence as a family member of an EA national. And now your 10 years is up and you want to make the application. As long as there hasn't been any break. So in your case, you said they refused the application, you went for appeal, and during the appeal, they gave it to you. So usually we will have you being protected because at the time that you made your retained rights application, you saw yourself as retaining your rights as an EA national. When you appealed, that right continued until a decision was made. Until once the decision has been given by the courts for your appeal to be allowed, the Home Office now has granted you biometric card as somebody who has retained their right. So just because that card got missing and then you had to replace it doesn't mean that you lost your rights just because the card got missing. Your rights, still continued after the card got missing. So you requesting for that replacement card has nothing to do with whether your legal status was still lawful or not. As long as you are able to show from the time you became a family member of an EA national, a 10-year period has now come about, or you've now reached that 10-year period, you can make the application for naturalization.
Oh, okay. So even though they sent a reply that, you have to leave the country, blah, 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 at times when they don't check whatever, I have to use a red pen to write everything in red and boldly told them that I'm not doing a fresh application, but rather I'm doing a replacement of card. And in your own law or articles, you say when you are doing a replacement of card, you don't need your partner's documentation. So that means the person can do the application and is going to be, because he has finished completing she was illegal, but now she's now legal, like the 10 years has elapsed.
Okay. So then that's fine, because as you explained, she did the application, it was refused. I hope she did the appeal in time. So if the appeal was done in time and the decision was allowed, then she shouldn't worry. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And something to do with her, of course, say something small, but for consultation, kakre dina ya jo kakre dina. What there was some year we are now kadubia and yet back and forth with the Home Office. Sometimes it's good to seek advice from them they don't necessarily need to do your application for you. And self say too much. I just go and see them for the advice and pay
it's in my
something
mind
small.
that I just wanted to know exactly. Then I will, even if I will do it on my own, I will show everything to them before I do it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, bye. Line 2, good morning. I'm sorry.
Morning.
Yeah, sorry, say we just not swatch it. Yeah, try say you best say you be on papa. Yo, me passion. What's him this?
Mr. Kennedy, I say, who are a British citizen after your indefinite leave to remain over 10 for 12 months now, and I say, and so we are also a naturalization and also over 10 so why passport now after the naturalization.
Awesome, me maintain as you mean tell Eunice yes.
It's now ubisa say so why worry British citizen na ube to me I application for naturalization straight away. Sana ubisa.
Yes, after indefinite leave to remain.
Okay, so
and also we came for 12 months now.
So as I was saying, no, so we are spouse of a British citizen. If you look at section 6.2 of your British Nationality Act, usually they would have said after a 3-year period, qualifying period, now wait to me a application. No. But since under your immigration rules, no, you have to have qualified and also you have lived here lawfully for that 5-year period, meeting all of the requirements to be able to make the indefinite leave to remain application. So we yes, our indefinite leave to remain application. Now then you can say that you are making the application for naturalization even the next day because there is no requirement to have had indefinite leave for a 12-month period like most individuals would have to do before obey naturalization application. So the rule or the requirements for spouses is different to everybody else. Into say we a year of a British citizen, no, when you indefinite and I say you can apply for naturalization straight away.
Okay. Now after the naturalization, you need to get chance on your passport now.
Oh, so when you have naturalization certificates, most people who naturalize go to a ceremony. That is the way they do it. And so we call ceremony now you have my own certificates now. We do for pay over to me a passport application. You don't have to wait until 2 days, 3 days. You can do it immediately as soon as you get your certificate. Yeah.
Okay. Because last week lawyer big so over 12 months, but I was confused because I read that you don't have to wait. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yo, yes, you have better one say afraid. Yo, I can I do a video now to her a Rainbow Radio International. Yeah, live on Facebook, Rainbow Radio International with double L at the end. And I would be able so and Rainbow Radio your apps and I say tuning application so and I say Alexa. Share Brenna, a cabe 14 minutes, not 11 above. You need the BWF Solicitors and a did you may and pay or my legal advice with regards to our immigration. BWF Solicitors on 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, 7 Sisters, London N15 4NP. My office main number is 0208 493 7340. Your emergency contact numbers ewaha se ukwa huche bi mu na upe lawyer bi ne nakasa. Betimi afre lawyer Bernard ewa 077 127 61884. Me repeating number no 077 127 61884. Lawyer Eunice na ye ne etwetwe nkomon ne number 075 358 13910. 075 358 13910. And lawyer Richard And so number A is 07960201500. 07960201500. Memma lawyer Eunice Quine na order the closing summary abraye na yɛtumi de dwumadi no aba awie mepa mo kyɛw mo a mofrɛ no ɛm sɛ mmerɛkɔ kakra enti yɛntumi fa mo calls no mehu sɛ mofrɛ ba mentumi fa mo calls no biom enti na mede numbers ato dwa no BWF Solicitors main office number 0208 4937 340 0208 4937 340. Me patro monfre na se bi amo bia me patro omo ebe yimano. Your lawyer Eunice, over to you.
Thank you so much, Auntie Irene. Mama Ejumedin IFE. In terms of main topic no na kase se opese naturalize na unim se ebia ubaye no na uninkrata anasa ubaye no na unkrata no ewu nti na ese wohwehwe kwan foforo bi so ede enya wo nkrata ewo krom ha se obetumi akire se from the time na home office be hu se wo nkrata ewo krom ha no 10 years aba nti upese oye application for naturalization because you see our settlement and I say oh indefinite leave to remain there and no sano ubetumi aye so wo de nkrata papa ene de baye na wetumi enya wo indefinite leave to remain there and no at least ubetumi akire say ebia o 12 months na wo de nya wo indefinite leave to remain no and now sa kwan no so na ebia oye wo naturalization application and now say oye spouse of a British citizen inti when you indefinite leave to remain and dra and now say and the until person we wo naturalization application because when you indefinite leave to remain say a banesa over to me I can say oh yes application no but say here further legal advice because ebia form no eye wo hin kakra na say when you want to be ase senya anti Irene kan ye di immigration hunsem but anya immigration nko ye some family issues and I say family cases instead of just immigration issues no say oh family issues in terms of worry and I say worry jai and I say bano opesa one omo edin kita ho and I say obi eye wa yaka de non molestation and I say occupation orders ye de we ni na ho adwuma and then when it comes to civil litigation cases in terms of making a claim ebia na obi say o provider of service one year and I wait any bakoneka opesa woje usika back yet to me eye and no so ho adwuma inti senya Auntie Irene aboboso yewo BWF Solicitors your main address your 4th floor of Anna House in the 4th floor of Anna House 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road London N154NP into N154NP. So person book your appointments with the patcho over to me after your main office line into 0208 493 7340 into 0208 493 7340. So opese oba now booking for consultation with the na ebia wo drive ya you were parking e wo Tesco for 90 minutes. So the train and air bar ubesi e wo 7 Sisters now afa exit 2 into ube far directions towards the buses. Na edewo akosi exit 2 entrance. Ufri exit 2 your office ewo wonsa right. Ube hu abronsign kesi a your friend Anna House. and start right with a dentist signpost. So open say oh yeah remote consultation and I say we are dealing with wo in a remote form into want to me ember officer and also sign also you bet to me I Zoom consultation by calling the office line na you to me and no edi in Kitaho. As always, Auntie Irene, we are grateful for your time and we are grateful for the opportunity that you have given to host us in Nyame Enshirao.
Yo, Nyame Ensha, so non share BWF Solicitors, Ejumayo Phoning na Sanya, yes, started to median or mede share as here no. There is a celebration of life for Reverend Kofa Jenfi. Reverend Kofifa Jenfi, celebration of life. Oyure Yvonne Jenfi, Ajeman and Jenfi family na omo invite mo. 21st of May, 2021, to the celebration of life for Reverend Kofifa Jenfi. Venue near Broadwater Farm Community Center, Adams Road, London N17 6HE. Time near 6 p.m. On 12 a.m. Dress code near black and red. And you Saturday and Sunday there was a Thanksgiving service 22nd May no Victory Life Baptist Church 156 Globe Road, Bethnal Green, London E20LE. Time 11 p.m. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Dress code no black and white. Enti me patro wo pe dwumadi ya media ato ho bia me patro wotimi contact Prince Kobina was 074-327-19435. 074-327-19435. And Nana Jenfi and so was 079-833-47216. Date today, 21st May 2020. Our Broadwater Farm. If you forget anything, don't forget that. Na bra na beja Reverend Kofifa Jenfi Kwine. Nyame adoma na what we send there. May you sure say like Eunice Amba, lawyer Richard Beba. Indeed, the same BWF Solicitors. Join us again next Thursday. Thank you for listening and God bless you. Bye, lawyer Eunice.
Bye, Auntie Irene. Chama, Dr. Mark.
Number. Yeah, fair ma, London. Jia basobodie bebree. Na ya redare ewo mranse mu. Legal services, BTC family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWFDA, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nyeden kra. Yen partner penimpa, Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron, 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi ti se child care, eya abofrahwe mu, awarja ye ho twema mentwe. Ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a, ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Ye child care, any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe ni ye wo brei mu. Enu nti ne yeto ye mbo ase ma wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel Ajinatumu no sanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje wo family any matrimonial cases ho a unni haw kra. Wope advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors de ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas, ni appeals. Yen senior partner a member na wasaji natum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se taiwachi a wunni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa non krompe mu ekosi enumre nonsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 p.m. Ena memene danso appointment nkoa free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 p.m. Yɛwɔ 4th floor ɛwɔ Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sɛ wo nante free 7 Sisters Underground nso a ɛyɛ kwan tiaa bi. Yɛn senior partner Bernard Owusu san yɛ barrister ya gyina tumu na ɔyɛ Ghana Bar Association member ɛna wasan gyina sɛ mmaranimfoɔ ɛwɔ court cases a ɛfa Ghana law ho. Wa advising local authorities, official solicitors office ne solicitors bebree ɛfa Ghanaian law ho yie na ɔsan yɛ obi a ɔtae kasa ɛwɔ radio ɛne TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.